I used to think the hardest part of the day was what came after I got up. Now I know it's the moment right before, when my body says stay and my mind says go. I stare at the ceiling, the light faint at the edges of the blinds, and every thought feels like resistance. The smallest things, brushing my teeth, opening the laptop, answering messages, seem like mountains. I tell myself, just 5 more minutes. But 5 more minutes becomes 20. 20 becomes 40. And by the time I finally sit up, I'm already behind. One morning this week, I sat at the edge of the bed with my phone in my hand. The screen glowed with reminders, emails waiting, meetings scheduled, tasks to complete. But instead of moving, I froze. My thumb hovered above the screen, my body heavy, my chest tight. I remember looking down at the bedside table. The alarm clock's red numbers glowed back at me. Proof of all the time I had already lost, all the ways the day was slipping through my fingers. That clock became the symbol of my week. Not just time passing, but time wasted. Proof that resistance was winning before I even began. And the raw thought pressed in, if I can't even start the day right, how will I ever catch up? That's where I've been, stuck in the push-pull between wanting to rise and wanting to hide, between knowing the day needs me and feeling like I can't meet it. Morning resistance isn't laziness. It's a kind of quiet battle that often hides under the surface. For me, it shows up most when I'm carrying stress into the next day. When I go to bed with a list still unfinished, or with my chest still tight from conversations I haven't processed, I wake up already heavy. The alarm doesn't just signal a new day. It reopens yesterday. Culturally, we're told that mornings define us. Wake up early, win the day. The most successful people start at 5 a.m. These mantras can become knives when your body just can't move. They turn resistance into shame. Maybe you've felt this too. Do you wake up already behind, the day feeling bigger than your energy? Do you press snooze, not because you're lazy, but because you don't know how to face the weight waiting outside your bed? Do you ever feel like mornings expose your cracks more than they build your strength? I used to think discipline was the only cure. Force yourself up, no excuses. But forcing never brought peace. It only deepened the shame when I failed again. Resistance isn't failure. It's a signal. That's what I'm learning. Resistance isn't proof I'm weak. It's a message. Sometimes it means I need more rest. Sometimes it means I'm afraid of the day ahead. Sometimes it means I'm carrying too much alone. That glowing red clock, at first, it looked like proof of wasted time. But when I softened into the moment, I realized it was also proof that time is still here. The day hasn't abandoned me. The clock keeps moving, and so can I, even if slower than I wanted. So let's pause here. Breathe in, breathe out. Morning resistance isn't the end of the story. It's just a starting place. even if the start feels late. Let's reset together. If you'd like, imagine this as a morning moment, even if you're listening at night. Picture yourself just waking, still heavy, still resistant. And let's practice rising gently instead of harshly. Tonight, we'll use breathwork, micro movement, and visualization with that glowing clock as our symbol. Sit comfortably, place one hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling your stomach rise, first, then your chest. Count to 4. Hold gently for 2. Exhale softly through your mouth for 6. Do this again. Inhale, fill from the bottom up. Hold. A pause of calm. Exhale. Long, slow, steady. Repeat this for a few cycles. Notice how your body begins to soften into presence. As you breathe, imagine the red glow of the alarm clock. With each exhale, the numbers soften, not as judgment, but as light, guiding you into the day. Whisper softly, "I can begin again, even now." If you're lying down or sitting, imagine this as your morning stretch. Gently roll your shoulders back. Inhale as they rise. Exhale as they fall. Stretch your arms overhead like reaching for the day. Wiggle your fingers, let them wake up. Tilt your head side to side, loosening the stiffness of sleep. If you'd like, gently press your feet into the ground, a signal to your body. I am here. I am steady. Every small rise matters. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine the alarm clock glowing red beside your bed. At first, it looks harsh, proof of failure. But as you breathe, the numbers begin to fade into warm light. The glow expands, shifting into the colors of sunrise. Picture yourself opening the blinds. Golden light spills across the room, gentle but insistent. The day doesn't punish you. It invites you. Inhale. The light fills your chest. Exhale. Resistance loosens its grip. I can meet this day. I can meet this day. If you'd like, grab a notebook. Write down one sentence. What makes mornings heavy for me? Then, right beneath it, write, what small steps could make them lighter? No grand plans, just one step, one breath, one light through the blinds. I notice in myself right now, my shoulders have dropped, my breath is deeper. The image of the alarm clock doesn't sting like judgment anymore. It just looks like light, like possibility. That's the shift. Mornings don't have to be battles. They can be beginnings, however small. Even pausing here is progress. You didn't need to conquer the morning today. You just need to remember that every rise, no matter how late or small, is still a rise. I can meet this day. What small step could make my mornings feel lighter, not heavier? Resistance isn't failure. It's a signal, and signals are meant to be listened to, not feared. And tonight, I'm grateful for the alarm clock that keeps offering time, for the blinds that always open to light, and for the reminder that beginnings don't have to be perfect. They just have to be possible.